All right, should be live. Puma here. Had an opportunity pop up. 476 flight night. Couple guys had obligations pop up, so what had the potential to be me practicing 4 ships is now down to me being a 1 ship, which means I don't mind rolling the dice a little bit and attempting to record this. As last time I recorded a flight, I had a crash, so probably will get saturated and not have a rolling commentary the whole time, but I've disabled pass-through, so I've got a hard mic for recording, and I'll just think out loud as we go. We are in the NTTR. I'm headed clockwise around the range for some LATN work up to range 74, planning on 2 passes, Mark 82 high drag, and I do have an SA6 and man pads enabled in the AO, so we are going to be up against it, so to speak. All right, radios. I'm on 1185 on the front. All right, loadout. All right, loadout today. We are real simple. We're not even bringing a TGP. Love it. We are going 6 wide Mark 82 air. 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 Bombs. Mark 82 air. We are not even bringing the AIS pod. We are TPing the gun 60-60. Get my skin up for aircraft 0616.
Request rearming.
Easy peasy. All right.
Copy.
Engines, we're going to motor left. Number 2. Got good action. Over the hump. Normal. We got ignition, so we'll let that thing go. My tablet's still not booting, so don't need my mouse anymore, so get that out of the way. We can go IFF to standby. We can go CMSP on. No jammer.
Rearming
RWR
complete.
on. Disp. My RWR comes through way too loud through my headset, so I crank that way down. Not sure what that'll sound like for you. MSCD, right MSCD, kick you, leave JTARs off, IFC test, no TGP. And we can start that test. We can go SAS on, anti-skid on, rad alt on, we've done a load. We are flying group 76, own 21, 21. We need our CDU because I don't want to do alpha on the UFC because that's a pain in the butt. All right, CDU is up and not yet aligned. So we are Coors 2-1. So CS21. That is our call sign. Back to the TAD, fix the contrast, fix the brightness, monitor CDU. We got some Dismas work to do. So we are going to go profile, view profile. We'll rename it first. And our profile is A for Mark 82, space, 15 degree dive. And we are doing high drag ripple 3. We're going to name that. We're going to save that. We're going to go back in. We are going to go ripple single quantity 3. We're going to go 150 feet. No, it is 3. 75, excuse me. So clear 75, where CCIP nose tail fusing is correct. We're going to change settings. We are doing a turn level turn. Now this we're going to play with as well. I want to see if this works. So our time of flight is 5.6 seconds, but I only want 3 seconds of high drag, which would mean I need 3.6 of low drag. And what my experiment intention here is to see if this is altering the fuse timing, and will I only see the balloots open after 3.6 seconds of flight or not. Min-alt 130. There, 130. Doesn't like that. Min-alt 130. We'll round that up to 200 for safety. And profile complete. Back to the TAD. We've got nav alignment. We'll go nav. We'll go Iggy. We'll go EAC on. 12 X-ray. That's better. Good tech and signal light flaps check. We got movement. I can feel it. I can see it. Brakes are there. RPM check. Good response on both engines. Pitot heat I can't check. CDU, TAC in. IFC's on. I can go JTAR's on. IFC's complete. TGP on. HICU on. We've got optics. Don't really even need that today, so I'm not going to overthink that. ADI is centered. SAS is engaged. IFC's on. Master mode nav. APU off. We got stable generator, good generator. We're going to go APU gen off. APU off. Ladder stowed. EAC is engaged. Anti-skid is on. Landing lights, I left tech in. Chocks, taxi. All right, then I got my bonus checks, which are not so much startup related, but things that I like to check. So I do want a min-alt here, although I'm going to set it only to 100. Won't do me a lot of good, but we are defensive today. And this is not my first rodeo. IFC, TAD coordinates, laser codes NA, latch, TAF, CMS, set, Ellis Tower, Coors 2, single A10, Gulf revetments, taxiing with information Tango to southeast EOR via Gulf Alpha. All right, we'll go taxi lights. We're gonna roll, check brakes. Nose wheel steering on, and away we go. Don't need the cockpit anymore. Curious how my frame rates are gonna be with recording, but they're passable so far. Zoomed out a little farther. 10 knots during turns, and we can go up to 20 on the straightaways. Nice clear weather. Got my steer points, so I don't need any tack in. Jittering on the HUD there is interesting, but I've recently bumped up I'll call it the gain of my track IR profile, because I found that in looking behind me, I was right on the limits of what the camera would sense. So I've turned it up so I can look behind me and still have good performance, but it does mean everything's a little more jittery, which I don't love, but trying it out. It was all inspired after I tried VR for the first time, and one of the few things that really stood out to me as awesome was I found it much more practical to be watching off target over my shoulder. But yeah, it didn't exceed my expectations. My theory is that it's largely because I have a reasonable cockpit here, so the difference between sitting at a desk and going to VR versus sitting in this cockpit and going to VR is lessened. I'm not saying it's not different, I'm just saying it's not the same leap. Blackjack, Coors 2, Dream, 14,000. Preceding Crystal Springs, maintained 14. All right, second search radar. And lights are good, and one's fenced in at 9.6. Blackjack, Coors 2, 8 miles south Crystal Spring, descending for LATN routing, proceeding range 7.4. All right, I'm going to pull throttles back a little bit because I think I'm 300 knots initial. And I do have a flight plan here, but I really want to use the terrain. So I'm not considering, after Crystal Springs, I don't consider the flight plan certainly not a strict requirement. It's not even a requirement. Blackjack, Coors 2, 2 miles east CP, proceeding as fragged, remaining on frequency. All right, RWR is clear, countermeasures are ready, we're hitting our CP. To myself for practice, fighter, shooters, Mark 82, air, in from the north, off west to cover back to IP.
Pull up, pull up.
Sorting, irrelevant with one ship. I'm going to try to sort east. Whew. All right, so my heading to target right now is only 234, so my IP looks to be considerably easterly, so I can't get that 180. So I'm going to come around here to the north. I'm actually going to disregard my IP now. So I'm 229 to target. So I'm going to come around until I've got that 180. And I'm only 10 miles right here. This is going to happen fast. My pop-up is 2 miles DME from the target. I'm going to go, I'm on range. I'm going master arm on, gun arm. Got my ridge picked out. I'm going to move my TAD a little bit. I'm definitely clear of the box. Still don't like that negative trim. We are 211 to target, so we're getting close. I just don't want to cheat and not have enough of a run-in, so I'm going to stay on this heading. Still only a search radar. Offset left here just for terrain. There's an SA-6, 12 o'clock.
Pull up, pull up.
Not much I can do to defend that.
Pull up, pull
I've got
up.
no more geography. I'm 195 from target. I'm going to defend by preceding
Pull up,
target.
pull up.
I'm locked SA-6. Defending. I'm going to pop chaff.
Pull up, pull up.
There's my target. 6 DME. Let's watch my altitude. Broken lock.
Pull up,
5.
pull up.
All right, I'm on target.
Altitude, altitude.
I gotta watch man pads as well. I'm gonna stay
Pull up,
way
pull
low.
up.
4 miles.
Altitude, altitude.
Chaff.
Pull up, pull up.
3 miles.
Altitude, altitude.
Oh, my heart's racing. I'm too
Pull
low
up,
here.
pull up.
2.7. 310 knots, slightly fast.
Pull up,
2-3.
pull up.
2-2, 2-1. Coming right to 227. Coming up to plus 20. Spotting target, looking for 6.9. 6.9, come on baby, flare, chaff, 6.9. Tipping in, target acquired, west. Roll out, on altitude.
Pull up, pull up.
CCIP, pickles good, stores, chaff flare, turn level turn, get my ass down, chaff flare, I'm off west,
Pull
east,
up, pull up.
and I'm getting my butt down. No BDA. Oh, that's a rush. All right, I think I'm okay. I'm looking for terrain to get that SA6 hidden. Get masked, so I'm gonna come back right. Oh, I felt too low, but it's a double-edged sword, because if that SA6 launched, would have been harder to defend. Man alive. All right, so as soon as I masked on the backside, I'm coming around north. I'm gonna confirm I got 3 off. I did. I'm going master arm safe. And then I'm gonna bunt, well, less quickly than I wanted to, but yeah, we can do a roll back here. That should squelch the SA6.
Pull up,
And then I
pull
can
up.
just follow this ridge north until I'm north of my IP.
Pull up, pull up.
Okay. Holy smokes. All right, I didn't get a chance, min 6-2. I think I was on the lower side. I did not get a chance to confirm my final attack heading as I was prioritizing geometry, or even my dive angle, really, so we'll see. Felt reasonable. All right, we are coming to the IP, and we've got our terrain, so I'm coming around again. Certainly had enough time for my IP to pull up, so I really don't have to worry, but I don't want to send myself higher than I need to, so I'm going to keep skirting this terrain, staying low. I'm shaking, man. Come on, calm down. Can I get through there? I can and I will. All right, and I've got to get down ASAP because the SA6 is going to get me. So 130, rolling down.
Pull up, pull up.
Rolling out. Coming back. I got more terrain to use. Stay low.
Pull up,
Checking.
pull up.
Still got my target selected. I'm 6 miles. Could have maybe gone that way. Chaff.
Pull up, pull up.
All right, and I'm
Pull up,
referencing
pull up.
target. Care less about my final attack heading. Rolling out
Pull
on
up,
target.
pull up.
Slightly to the right. I'm 4 miles, looking
Pull
for
up,
2.
pull up.
I'm gonna minimize my altitude safely. Try to
Altitude,
cover that
altitude.
SA6. I think that was the
Pull up,
SA6
pull
site.
up.
Holy smokes, it's close. Might help me with rating problems. 2-9, looking for 2.
Pull up, pull up.
Broken lock, which is great this close. 2-4, 2-3, 2-2, 2-1, 2-0. Pulling right to 227. Pulling up to 2-0. Spotting target. Got good impacts from the last. Spotting the east group. 6-9, rolling in. Pulling my ZSL. Rolling out.
Pull up, pull up.
Master arm on. 6-1 stores. Pulling up. Flares. Chaff. Coming off right. Because of my release, I'm reversing. That's not by the book at all. I'm just,
Pull up, pull up.
I want some SA on my HUD. Good effects, and watch my descent.
Altitude,
Coming
altitude. Pull up,
off
pull
to the
up.
west. Now I'm going to be navigating out
Pull up, pull up.
to Colorado West. So I'm going tad back to nav mode. Pop another flare because I still got manpad threats. Good smoke. All right, and I'm coming off to the right, but I got to climb to 10 well before I get there. I got the speed for it. Avoid needing to correct back. Gonna need a call soon. Visual to on right. We can float the turn a little bit. Nose control, course to apex 45. All right, we're gonna proceed fin, but now we're doing it visually. So I see the runway, a little more than 30 degrees. I overshot that a bit. I shouldn't have faded that. Speed's good, coming down to 250. We're gonna slowly roll out to come back to runway heading. We're gonna descend to 4,000 by fin. All right, and we're fading back to runway centerline. Now everything's real smooth here. Speed coming up is okay. We're looking for 4,000 or 7 DME. Nels control, Coors 2, 1 mile west fin, 4,000, pushing Nellis Tower. All right, flight go mid 3. Nellis Tower, Coors 2, single A10, fin 4,000, inbound, 2-1 right, right overhead, full stop. All right, now we're bringing it down to 3.3, keeping our speed under 300. Gonna go back to 725 because I don't mind doing them sporty. Want to keep it nice and easy on my wingies, which I don't have. 3.3 so I can slow the descent a bit. Runway appears clear. I'm definitely on preset 3. There's 3.3. Common level on center line. We can do a near numbers break. We're still under 300. We're at 3.3. Gonna look for the 1% G during the turn. Switch our steer point. And runway is clear. I don't even see anyone starting up. Nels Tower, course 2 in the brake, standing throttles, cranking 60, looking for 2.7, 2.6, holding 2.5G, matching that. We're bleeding speed, we're checking our heading, we're checking visual. We got the race course, we're 1.8, a little slow on the G there. Rolling out just above 200 knots, popping some speed brake. Still at 3.3. Waiting for 200 knots, checking visual. There's 200, we're going gear. We're going flaps, we're still 3.3, we're 180 knots, looks good. Nels Tower, course 2, right base, gear, full stop, 2-1 right. All right, so we're 10 degrees down. We got to be aggressive to that. We're visual of the course, we're 150 during the perch is good. We can add a little throttle. I'm going to check our speed brakes that we didn't overextend. We're a little extended, but it's okay. Now we're flying visual. We're maintaining that 10 degrees until we like our 2.5 final to runway. We're just rolling that out. That's just a car, no factor. We're rolling out on final. We called gear. We're 2.5 degrees. We're spotting the middle of the touchdown zone. Now we're pulling the throttles back. We're getting visual.
Altitude,
We're trimming out a
altitude.
little bit. 130 knots. We're real light, so that's fine. Gear down. We're on speed. AOA. We're flaring. We're flaring. And we're down.